I'm not exactly stoked about that. You can see my hub centering ring is quite deformed. Welcome to the video. I have to be upfront. I screwed up when I made this video. Turns out that there's a whole world of filming tricks and goodies that I had no idea about in my last video, and I've gone to record this video with missing a very crucial element that I can't seem to fix easily. So if you care about this, I'm going to explain it, but if you don't care, here's a timestamp that you can jump to skip into the goodness, but be warned, there's going to be a bit of flickering ahead. So it turns out that there is different hertz rates for electricity in different parts of the world. While that's like sort of common knowledge, it actually affects cameras quite a bit. And the refresh rate, or the hertz, the frequency of which the shutter goes off, directly impacts lighting conditions. And so you'll see that the LED lighting in this clip in the factory actually throws a ton of flicker into the clip. Now apparently this is a really common thing, and once you set it once then you're good, and it happens in the States basically, and here and the rest of the world happen to have basically the opposites, 50 or 60 hertz. I'll have the correct delineation above me. In essence, this whole video has been shot in the wrong refresh rate. So you're going to see a bit of flickering. I've tried to minimize it as much as I can with some editing tricks, but I don't have $149 to go spend on an Adobe Premiere plugin. So we're gonna have to live with it. Hopefully you can forgive me. I've made the change now, so we'll never have to worry about it again. But for this video, it's gonna be a bit painful. Let's get into it. Good morning, guys. You join me from the skyline right now. Today, we're going to get a bit of a maintenance day going on the 8.6. Some new brake pads, some new fluid, and a bit of a bolt check, make sure everything's okay after our last track day. So let's get right to it. I'll see you at Race Industries when we go pick up the pads.
20 minutes later.
So we've got the brake pads. We've got some Project Mu HC or HC Evo pads. I've been heard a lot of good things about these pads. These are street and track or high performance street pads. So they should be able to keep up with the heat of the track day and then let me drive to and from the train station on the way home. So that should be perfect. So now we're on the way to go get some fluids. Didn't show you much of that, but I'm still uncomfortable vlogging in public. But huge shout out to Cool Drive Auto Parts and Racer Industries down in Yatla. If you're in the area, hook them up. Damn! She's a little dusty, but brake fluid secured. But you know, it'd be rude not to enjoy this beautiful Saturday with a little bit of dose. It's so good every time. Let's get it.
I'd say that's from going too fast.
Too fast? Oh, I'd hope so. No, I think that shoulder, honestly, I'm not exactly stoked about that. Yeah, that's actually just melting here. So this shoulder, so this tire is the front left of the car. And you can see here, this shoulder here, and the outside shoulders all sharding, chunking, melting down. And so I think,
So it's similar. I think that's worse than this one.
yeah.
They're braver in the right-hand corner than the left-hand corner.
Well, that is turn 1, so that makes sense. Yeah. I think these tires are just getting too hot, and I'm not sure what temperature to run them, because every time I seem to do it and lower them, seems to do it all over again. Maybe these tires just aren't that great at high temperature. Let's go have a look at the rear. Let's have a look. So there's not much wear on the rears. Might be worth swapping the rears to the front actually at some point. Maybe even today. Or at least swap the front left and the front right. Alrighty. Well, that's not ideal, but let's carry on what we're doing. So if you look in here as well, you can see my hub centering ring is quite deformed. If we go for a look to the other side, not as, actually just as bad as the other side. So obviously these getting quite hot.
Yes.
So they're gonna have to probably get replaced at some point with something metal, stand the heat a little bit more, but might as well get onto these then. So first step first, what are we doing?
Changing the pads over first.
Yep.
And that'll push the fluid back. We'll suck all the fluid out, then we'll flush the fluid, but let's get the pads out.
Yep, perfect. All right.
So the pad, see this, so it's still within its wear limit, such, but look at that. Sort of it's had a hard life.
Yeah.
And you've got to feel the road has got a little bit of wear on them.
See, there's a bit of a lip in here.
Bit of a lip.
Yeah.
So they'll be up for a new set at some stage, but
Yeah.
There's
There's a bit of a, yeah, look, you can feel in here, run your nail down here. Some pretty, not sure if you can see that, but there's a pretty serious groove there.
Yeah.
Let's go have a look at the other side as well. I imagine both sides are the same, though the front left does cop all the abuse. Yeah, and this road is much smoother. Doesn't have those ridges that the other one does, but just an excuse for a big brake kit, I think.
Yeah. Slotted and drilled.
Yeah, slotted and drilled. DBA Australia, if you're watching, if you want to hook me up, let me know. But yeah, no, that can't be great for it. Alrighty, well, let's have a look at the new pads that we got. So as we said before, we got these Project Mu. Yeah, so we got these HC Evolution pads. So these should be track and high performance street pads. I read a little bit online that they don't squeak too much under daily driving. So that's the ideal, because that would suck in the month in between I have every track day. So we'll chuck these on and we'll see how they go. Yeah, let's do this twice. Cool.
Oh, sorry.
Look at that. They actually look pretty cool in there. Not bad.
Yeah.
So, got the brake pads in. Look pretty awesome in here actually. Never run Project Mu anything, but they look really cool. Big brake kit on the horizon, hopefully. So now we're gonna go bleed the brakes. We've got some, sorry. We're gonna flush the brakes and replace all the brake fluid with some high temp DOT 5.1 from Bendix. Never used Bendix before either, so we'll see how this goes. But should be much better. And that's the end of the video. After this, we put the car back on the ground, and I gotta say, the initial bite feel of those pads, it's incredible. It's so good. So really looking forward to see how these pads hold up on track, under load, under pressure, under heat. We still have to figure out what's happening with these tires. I do believe I need to start talking to more people who run a 200 tread wear tire and what pressures they're running at this track, because either I'm really low or I actually have them overinflated and cause them to heat up too much and start to melt. So I'm either one of two extremes, which is not ideal, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Either way, that's the end of the video. Thanks for sticking around. I'll catch you in the next one.